Hi everyone, I'm Kevin. Good to see you again, Kevin from investbangkokproperty.com. And actually, over the weekend, we just concluded the global launch for XT Ekkamai by Sansiri. Sales was fantastic. I am not sure that actually do we still have any units left for our foreign quota. Maybe just a handful of units left. So if you're just hearing it for the first time, super good location, super good project, and this is the actually the first of the XT series launched by Sansiri. But at the same time, I'm doing this video again because actually very excited to share with you that we have another project under the XT series that is coming up. In fact, I think the launch is happening very soon in another 1 or 2 weeks. And this project is only like 2 minutes away from Huai Khwang MRT. So if you're interested to know more, please keep watching. Hey everybody, so thanks for watching once again. Okay, just let me get started straight away. This project that I am going to talk about is another project under the second project under the XT series, and we're calling it XT Huai Khwang. Huai Khwang because of the name, just follow the location, and where this project is actually only about 2 minutes walking distance from the MRT. So super convenient, right? And if you are not too familiar with Bangkok, as in if you are only there for holiday like once a year, or it's been like 2 3 years since you've been there, right? Hoi Huang Station is one of the blue MRT line which runs underground, so it's further up north from our usual familiar places like Asok, right? We always use Asok as a reference because Asok is kind of like really right at the center of Bangkok, right? And Hui Huang is 2 stations away from Rama 9, okay, or we call it Pham Gao. Rama 9 has been a very hot topic for the past 2 years, right? That's because things are definitely happening there. A lot of officers have shifted over there. It is being touted as the second CBD, Central Business District of Bangkok, because like places like offices like Unilever have based their headquarters over there. Your stock exchange of Thailand has already shifted over there, and then and there are new offices that are coming up, like for example the super tower, which is like the tallest tower in Bangkok when it will be completed, so that will be iconic. The entire area is being transformed into a second CBD apart from the original one, which is our Silom and Saton. A lot of people are believing in it, and if you go there now, you will see that changes have happened compared to maybe a few years ago, if that's been the last time you've seen, right? So while the commercial aspect of it takes place, developers are buying up land, and then they are also launching projects around the area, right? For example, last year we actually had a project by AP. They actually launched a live Asok Raman 9, like super good sales. It was like kind of like sold out in a matter of a very short period. So right now, if you want a unit over there, you actually have to buy resale. And we do have personally seen people that we know have actually sold their the units that they bought initially, and we also have had clients who are willing to buy resale because they want a piece of the action in this area. So where Hui Huang is, it is only 2 stations away from Rama 9, and Hui Huang in itself, it is also becoming a sought after residential area on its own, right? There's a lot of Chinese that are setting up business and staying around there. That area we are actually calling it the new Chinatown. The old Chinatown that we know is called Yawara. That's like another spot of Bangkok. But because the Chinese embassy is actually just nearby, so a lot of Chinese businesses have sprung out around there, and you know how people like to congregate and create a community amongst themselves. So that is why we have like I think statistics, we have about 7,000 Chinese aged between 18 to 30 years old that are staying around there. last count, there are more than 80 shops and restaurants operated by the Chinese, right? So we believe that the figure will continue to grow, right? Especially with the um, positivity coming from the high-speed rail that is linking from Bangsar um, to Yunnan, China. Okay, in Chinese they call it the 中泰铁路. So people are seeing potential in this area. In fact, from Huai Khwang to where Bangsar is, it is all along the same blue MRT line, which I will show you in a short while. And the travel distance is actually not very far, right? Let me just go straight into where exactly this project is. I say that it is about 2 minutes walking distance. Okay, so let me just zoom in to here. Okay, where I'm circling on. Okay, this is the from where the project will be next time. This will be the nearest entrance and exit to the Huai Khwang MRT. So you can actually come out from here and walk against the traffic. All right, going down from the map, going downwards is towards town, which is towards Asok Ramanai area, and up is towards north to another popular area like La Prau, or if you want to go towards Chatuchak, that's the direction that you have to go. All right, and there's an existing condo over here. Okay, centric Huai Khwang station. Occupancy rate in this project is also very high. I personally believe that is also main part of the reason is also because of the proximity to the MRT. Okay, if you ask me why would people want to stay here, other than the fact that it's next to MRT, to go to town, like for example, 2 stations to Ramanai, so it could be people who are working there and then they just want to stay nearby, right? In fact, from Hui Huang, sometimes there are a couple of times I stayed there. From there to go to like Asok is actually not very far. It's like only like a few stations, so maybe at most 15 minutes thereabout. Super convenient. But staying here generally means that you actually pay lesser rent, all right, because the rental of the properties around here are lower compared to the really central areas like Tonglo, Ekkamai, or Asok. So there will definitely be demand, right? There are a lot of even the Thais who actually have to come over to Bangkok to work, right? So they will need a place to stay, and a majority of them would also be looking for houses that give them value. There's no reason for them to pay like super high rental for luxury property. They don't need that. So places like this, not too far away, but yet it's a fine balance between value and location, right? Um, the plot that we have for XT Ekkamai, okay, the entrance will be from the main road here, okay, from Ratchada Bisek Road, coming in here, and this is the project plot around here. Okay, so it will be a high rise because if you have watched my previous video, I explained that the access from the main road allows the height restriction for property to be built higher. Okay, but yet at the same time, this is a busy road, right? If you are there in the mornings or in the evening, there will be a bit of traffic, a bit of jam, right? People going to town or people going home in the evening. So if you have a property that faces the road directly and you're on like the not so high floor, then you will get the dust, you get the noise. But in this case, all right, this centric Huai Khwang station helps you to like block out the noise and whatsoever. All right, and I have seen the project. It's actually 2 blocks. All right, and majority of the units are facing to the north and to the south. That means very few units will be facing this condo. All right, and if you are facing either side, you realize that here these are all low-rise building, and there is very little chance that they will be able to build as high as you, because unless they are able to combine the plot all the way to the main road, which is highly impossible. In fact, here this part it's already very near to the MRT station. So I seriously doubt it will happen, right? So for someone who wants to build something else over here, then they can only build like lower rise. Right, so this entire plot, most of the units will either face inwards towards the facilities, or you can go up north or to the south, right? Of course, if you want view, you want the view of the super tower, then you will probably have to get something on the super high floor that is towards the south, because that's where the super tower will be. All right, and from here, okay, if I were to just drop the marker here, somewhere here, okay, uh, this automobile company is going to be torn down soon. Um, so you will see that the walking distance is about 2 minutes, 140 meters. Right. If you if you look at the I think the marketing material actually says something like 75 meters, but okay, let's just assume that it's 140 meters. 2 minutes is as close as you can get already. If you want it to be closer, then you have to buy a condo that sits right on top of the MRT. Right. So yep, so that is the distance. Okay, and let's share with you a bit more about what's around in the area. Right, immediately in front of this project, XT Ekkamai. Okay, let me just zoom into the city view, the street view. Okay, all right. Uh, this is maybe a bit dated. Actually, if you have the chance to pass by, you actually see Sansiri's hoarding up already. Okay, so okay, this is the existing car showroom that will be taken down, and you see the construction is already ongoing. Construction is already ongoing, and this is centric, right? The condo that I mentioned, that will be in front to help you block off the noise. This direction is towards town, all right, where I'm looking at. What I want to share with you is look at this signboard here. You see this M9? All right, I hope it's clear. Okay, so where this location is, all right, right in front of the XT Ekkamai, this M9 will be a community mall, right? Like something like maybe if you're familiar with Kawa House, then you have the Habito Mall. And sometimes if you go around Bangkok, you actually see like small 2 to 3 stories mall, but inside there's like um, probably there's supermarket, there's food court, and then you have like your basic lifestyle amenities, right? So super convenient. You can imagine for you yourself staying here as a holiday home, or your tenants, right? The moment they need something, they can just walk right outside, and you have it, this M9 mall, which will be finished. Give it a few years. All right. So that would be the M9 mall, and across the road from where the project will be. All right, 5 minutes from here. Okay, let me just share with you. Okay, and we all know, like night market is pretty much part of the lifestyle of the locals, and in fact I think a lot of us, when we visit Bangkok, we also love to go to the night market, because there's food, there's like shopping, and etc. Right. There's actually also a night market that's just right across the road. On the other side of the road, you probably have to walk about, I think, only about 300 meters there about, right? There's a night market over there. I remember when I used to stay around the area, there's a store. Um, it doesn't have a name. I don't think so. It's one of those makeshift stores that only open at night. Or the duck noodles is like super fantastic. Right, a friend of mine actually brought me there. It's quite alive at night. Right across the road. So by itself, this area has a certain degree of vibrancy to it. Vibrancy comes from the fact that there are businesses already around in the area, servicing the area, and businesses thrive only when there's population. So there's certainly demand for residential properties that in this area, but probably not many new ones that came out along the way. So that's why we feel that with this XT project coming up, we would see good demand with people who are familiar in Bangkok, and they probably want to stay not too far away from town, but yet to have easy access to the center of the city, right? So if you go from Huai Khwang station, one station down, you will go to this station called the Thailand Cultural Center station. All right, this is let me just do a search. Thailand Cultural MRT station. All right, okay, this is over here. What's here? Okay, once the moment you step out of the MRT, there's two highlights that people will actually come here for. Number one, that there's another night market. There's a train Ratchada, what you call that, the train night market Ratchada, all right, that's the name. All right, just right behind the Esplanade. Esplanade is a shopping mall, right? There's a lot of restaurants inside, right? So you during weekends you will see that it's also super crowded. You see like students, you see residents going there, people from all around, they actually gather there for shopping, eating, and then at night the night market will come to life. Right, if I am not wrong, I think it's somewhere around here. Okay, so this station, which is just one station away, so anytime you can just like walk out, take train station, come here, go to the shopping mall, or you can actually visit the night market at night. This is probably this Ratchadat night market will probably be on a bigger scale to the one that's right across the road from Huai Khwang, right? And also there's another place that I've been to before called the Street Rachada. Okay, it's just here. All right. You can actually walk or you can drive or if you have a car coming from nearby. Right. This Street Rachada is uh, maybe we should call it a community mall also. There's a supermarket, there's restaurants inside, and my impression of it is that there are restaurants that actually open till quite late. Because I remember that time when we met a friend there, it was till quite late in the night. So if you are night owl, then sometimes at night you're hungry, then you just need to grab like Starbucks, or you just want to go to somewhere where you have a nice environment for people to just chill out and have some food, then this is a place to go. Right, at night you see a lot of cars stopping, then you see uh, like the 20 something, 30 something, the younger crowd actually gather around there to have their food, have a coffee, catch up with friends, so on and so forth. Right, so this area itself is also quite happening. Okay, and most importantly, let me just now go to Raman. This one, this is the correct one. Okay, Param 9 or Raman 9. Okay, okay, that's like two stations down from Huai Khwang station. Okay, this is the reason why uh, uh, land prices within a radius from this area are rising, right? That is because of, like I mentioned earlier, the second CBD is happening just right here, right? Places like once you come out, there's already a Central Ramanai, the giant shopping center. You have Robinsons, and then you have all your high-end restaurants inside. Okay, you have Fortune Town is another mall. You can probably get a bit of computer accessories and stuff inside, right? And you look here, Unilever House. Okay, this is an existing building. All right, if you go there, you can see it's already up and running. So Unilever is there. And this construction plot here, empty land, right, which is undergoing construction, is where the super tower will be. So this entire plot of land is like we call it the Grand Central Ramanai, with the Grand Ramanai, which is a master plan. All right, so this whole area in years to come will be transformed, and then you'll be getting your super grade A officers tower, or you will be bringing in all the office crowd. You're bringing in new businesses, people who are finding alternatives to get away from the jam in downtown, right? So people are moving here and setting up shop. So for people to work here, they will want to stay nearby. Obviously, they can also choose to stay. There are some condos around here and here, like Chiwata Residences, and then there's this Ashton Asok Ramanai. This is where the Life Asok Ramanai is. Right, but of course, to be able to want to stay with such proximity to this area, as an investor, first, when you buy, there will be a premium, and also there will also be tenants who will want to actually save on the rental and move like one or two stations now, still very near, but you actually pay 10 to 20% less rental. So but definitely this Ramana area is bringing growth to the entire region. Okay, and we also have the stock exchange building just down the road. Stock exchange of Thailand. Okay, over here, and then this is the AIA Capital Center building. There's another office tower. Both are already up and running. Okay, so this is kind of like in between Ramai Station and the Thailand Cultural Center station. Okay, so besides these, and we have embassies. There are a few notable embassies. The most notable one is just right next to the stock exchange. This is the Embassy of China, and that's the reason why. Because of where the Embassy of China is, we do see a lot of Chinese are starting to make this area their home, right? So stations along Ramanai Cultural Center to Huai Khwang, right? In between these three stations, this entire stretch, there's a lot of Chinese that are buying homes over here, or they're moving over and renting. We also have the nearby. We have the South uh, Embassy of South Korea. Okay, Embassy of South Korea, not too far away, somewhere here. Okay, uh, with reference, this is the Street Ratchada that we talk about. Embassy of South Korea is over here. Um, Embassy of Turkey is also nearby. Okay, this is nearer to Sukisan station, which is one station up. Okay, so there's still a few embassies, and then there are a few government offices around also. Okay, and it comes to hospital also. There's a couple of hospitals nearby, like Bangkok Hospital, and then there's a few other international hospitals nearby as well. And also another mega development that you guys should probably take note of. Okay, where near this depot is, if you zoom it in from here, Ratchada and Ramanai, you see this um, triangular plot of land. All right, this is going to be a mega development, about close to 52 rai of land, right, which is called the MCOT. Okay, it's a broadcasting complex that is majority state owned. Okay, so there's news of it all over. You can read it out. Okay, let me just go through. So 50 Rise site, which is near the Thailand Culture Center, one station away from Huai Khwang, valued at more than 2 billion baht. It will be developed in two phases. All right, so it will cost 10 billion baht for construction. The first phase will consist of a 30,000 square meter event hall, 5,000 seat auditorium, and office building. Right. So again, office building means pulling in people from all around Bangkok who are looking for work opportunity. Businesses will be set up here, and there you have it. People will be looking for places to stay. Slowly, this place is going to be transformed into an entire central business district on its own. Right, the first phase is scheduled to open in 2017. Right, this is maybe older news. This was in 13, so I think yeah, probably not yet. Right, so there's a second phase. It will be in line with the orange line. Okay, so there you have it. All right, I've shared with you the location of Huai Khwang. As a resident, by staying around there, you are surrounded by amenities, right? Straight out mall across the road, night market, one station down, shopping center, night market, two stations down, you have your CBD, right? Your officers building, your stock exchange of Thailand, the upcoming mega development MCOT, and then you have your Chinese embassy over there. Unilever is there, and if you think Ramanai is not good enough, in fact, Ramanai another two stations down is already Asok. So Huai Khwang to Ramanai to Asok is actually very very short distance. Then if you go up north, then that's where you hit Lat Phrao, you hit Bangsar. That's area that we are all looking in anticipation of the high-speed rail that is upcoming. Right? Not only about the high-speed rail, where Bangsar is, there will also be the mega interchange of all the different rail lines that run through Bangkok. So next time anybody wants to get anywhere to transition maybe to Chiang Mai or other parts of Thailand, Greater Bangkok, they will probably head to Bangsar and actually from there they go. Right? And where Huai Khwang is right smack in between. So growth towards the south, growth towards the north, Huai Khwang is benefiting from the growth of these two epicenter of growth. And before I end my presentation, let me just pull out this MRT map of Bangkok and share with you. Okay, where star is, all right, this is where the project will be. Okay, this is Ramanai station. So, and this is the Thailand Cultural Center station, and this is Huai Khwang station. So, I mentioned about Lat Phrao. So, further up north, this is where Lat Phrao is. Okay, Lat Phrao is also another exciting residential area that is coming up. Okay, and so you can see that one station away, where Thailand Cultural Station is, this is actually going to be a upcoming interchange on itself as well, where the orange line under construction will be it will be a intersection over here. So this is kind of like a northeast line that actually brings people to this place called Minburi, actually intersect with the pink line, or in other words, you can actually head to the west side. All right. Um, and if you go down two stations, you can head to this Phetchaburi station. That's where you can hop on the airport rail link. That's also where Makassar station is, and you can get to the airport very quickly. That's usually my mode of transport also. When I head to Bangkok on my own without much luggage, I will actually take the airport rail link to central Bangkok via this airport rail link into Makassar station, and then change to the blue line to Asok. Or when I go back, I also head back here and then um, take the stations back to the airport. Alright, so you can see that this entire area is like super connected. Oh, if you're asking me where Bangsar is somewhere here. Right, this is where the Bangsar station is, so you can see that all the lines are actually kind of intersecting. Chatuchak is also like just a few stations up. You can take the blue line straight, get off at this station called Kamping Phet. The moment you step out, that's like Chatuchak station already. Right, so okay, that's all for this video. That's my sharing about the location. I realize I've spent like close to half an hour talking because I think one of the major selling point of this project is definitely the location and the amenities that it has. And for those of you who are not too familiar where this place called Huai Khwang is, hopefully after watching this, it will give you a bit more understanding about where this project is. Now, so if you have any questions, right, feel free to contact us. I'll leave my contact details at the description below. And I'll be coming out with the second video whereby I will go in depth to talk about the project itself, right? Why this project will appeal to the millennials and why this project is done with a higher touch of taste that will appeal to a lot of investors, and which will in turn capture a lot of tenants versus comparable projects around the area. All right, so see you at the next one. Thank you.